All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you out there out there, pushing His word with all truth and sincerity, and to all you believers out there who believe it on the gospel. And it's the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And just want to go into a fairly quick lesson, and most importantly, that is edifying, and also motivating to those who may need to hear it, those are the elect. But, man, I was just skimming through YouTube, YouTube be recommending some random shit at times for you to watch. But anyway, I seen this little clip right here, and, you know, as I was looking for, the spirit to see what I can, edify on today, well, this video, as you see, popped up on my feed. Now, as a title, it's from RT News. The title is Superman Dive at Finish Line Gives 400-meter hurdler dramatic victory. Dramatic victory, man. And, I watched it. And, hey, look at the effort he given at the end. You see? Look at that effort Jake giving at the end, man. Right? Now, look, how could that relate to us today? We're in a fight. Hey, well, Apostle Paul, he likened it to a race. He said, running a race, though we are running a race, but one received the prize, roughly paraphrasing, man. Well, look, out of this finish right here, who really wanted this prize, man? This guy, there's an Edomite on side of Jacob and Esau. You see? Even Jacob, our forefather with the leg, man, he kept fighting even though his hip was popped out of joint, man. Well, look, that's the same mindset we got to have in this truth, which I'm not saying brothers don't, you know? But, hey, give it all we got at the end of the day. The closer we get to the finish line, we should give that much more effort. Think about the 4x1 team. You got your starter. He hit that curve. Then you got your second leg, third leg. But your last leg, that gotta be your fastest guy. Or let's use a 400, the 400, as we see right here. You pace yourself all the way around, but once you get to that last 100, man, you give it all you got. Well, look, that's the same thing as we see we coming down to the end date. Well, to the last seconds of the end of the days. We got to give it that much more effort, and whether it's by reading, studying, being brotherly, charity, fasting, praying, lessons, whatever it is for us to draw closer to the Lord, we have to. Hey, what's saying Baruch? Let's get that real quick. Let's get that real quick in Baruch. In Baruch 4:28, it says, "For as it was your," and I'm gonna play the video. It says, "For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High." Right? We went off. We worship other gods, but it says, "So being returned." Now that we come back to the Lord, right, by way of Yahweh Shai and repentance. So now that we back in good graces with our power, what it says, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek Him 10 times more. That's extra effort. That's extra effort we gotta put forth. Like it says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. We gotta make up for lost time that we all this time we had being niggas in the world, right? But in whole, just going into this lesson, that look, it's okay to give extra effort. Cause look, I'm sure Jake right here, he glad he dived at the end, although face planted in a track. But look, he won. That's why I say right here, it gave him a dramatic victory. That's the same thing for us. We gonna have a dramatic victory, man. Saved at the last second, in a twinkling of an eye when missiles coming down. That's dramatic victory, man. You see, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it back, and we'll get some more precepts. Mm. Look, and you know what's crazy? Jake would have probably won still. He still would have, he was in the front. He still probably would have won. But look, let's get that Peter. First, no, second Peter 1:10. Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. Pull this over, pull that over. Right? Now look, Jake, if you look, Jake had him, he probably would have still won even if he didn't dive, right? Look, even if he didn't dive, he was still in front. But this is what he wanted to do. 2 Peter 1 and 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election show. He wanted to make sure he was going to win. That's that extra effort. He wanted to make sure. Look, I'm about to dive. I don't care. I don't care about my well being, my health. I don't care if I'm about to face plant into this track. I'm about to win this race, man. That's that mindset we gotta have. And again, not saying brothers don't. If brothers do, shit, keep pushing. Keep it up. Brothers who might not, hey, like I said, let this mind be in you as was also in Mashiach. How wish I had that mindset to finish, man. Right? But it says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence. Let's go into that word diligence. Quick Google definition. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Look, let's just do it like this. Etymology online. Diligence. It says diligence, mid 14th century, constant and earnest effort to accomplish what is undertaken. Attention, care, haste, speed, right? Careful. Another, like you walking that tightrope, but you making haste. And another thing, when you go into that word diligence, is also to study. Also to study, man. Let's see what else they got. Appreciation, you know, esteem, prize, value highly, and that's ultimately this truth. If you really want something, you gonna go get it, man. If you really want that crown, you gonna get it, and like Yahweh Shai said, make sure no man take it, not even ourselves. But I'm gonna play this back. Matter of fact, while I'm doing the lesson, I just play it back. But it says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence for what? To make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fall. Right? If you give that effort and you know you're giving that effort, land it all on the line, like the apostle Ramla was just saying about the apostle Tahar. He was saying one thing apostle Tahar desire is that he want to stand before the Lord saying, look, Lord, I did all that you told me to do. That's confidence, man. Look, Lord, I did all that you told me to do. I laid it on the line. What shall we have therefore? Like Peter said, look, Lord, we gave up everything. Houses, wives, family, whatever, even our own life. What shall we have therefore? The Lord said, look, 100-fold. Whatever you gave up 100-fold. Look right here. He would have face planted and hurt himself. That's okay. The Lord gonna give us a new body. A new body, man. You see? So it says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. And this brother right here, although he probably still would have won the race, he wanted to make it show. Let me make it show. I don't want you to go back and got a review to see who finger tip of the foot crossed the line first. No, I'm gonna make it show, man. You see? That's the real good video of landing on the line, right? But let me get this Philippians 3. And I'm gonna start at 7. Philippians 3 and 7. It says, but what things were gained to me, those I counted lost for Mashiach. Now, when you go into this chapter, Apostle Paul was telling him, look, if I really want to brag, I can brag. I was a Hebrew of the Hebrews. I kept the law. I was blameless according to the law. You see? I had no fault against me. In other words, he's saying, look, I was that man in the world. But he said, what? But what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Mashiach. Yeah, doubtless I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Mashiach Yahushua, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things and do count them but dung, that I may win Yahushua Mashiach. So Apostle Paul said, look, although I had a status in the world, everybody loved me, right? I was popular, I had buku subscribers, and a million followers on Instagram. I had all that. But look, for this truth, I give all that up just to gain this knowledge of Yahushua, man. To be in the good graces with the Lord. You see? Now he said to go on, it says, and be found in him, not having my own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Mashiach, the righteousness which is of the Most High by faith. It says, right, I jumped down. It says, verse 11, if by means I might attain unto the resurrection of the dead, not as though I had already attained, either were already perfect. So Apostle Paul telling the church, look, I'm telling y'all this, brother, but I'm not saying I'm already of the elect. I'm not saying I already made it. I'm already perfect. He telling them that, look, I'm not saying that, right? But this is the thing. He says, not as though I had already attained, right? All were already made perfect, but I follow after. But I'm striving for that. I'm pushing. I'm working to be perfect. I'm working to get my spot on the chariot. It says, but I follow after, if that I may apprehend that for which also I am apprehended of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Here it is. It says, brethren, verse 13, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended. So he said, look, I ain't make it already on the chariot. It says, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind. And what Jake did in his race, forgetting those things are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. And that's the finish line, man. Look at Jake right here. He reached forth unto those things that was before him. And what's that? That crown, Yahweh Shai putting a crown on your head personally. New bodies, everlasting life. Perfection, man. That's the things that's before us. Sipping yayan with Yahweh Shai after, 2,000 years. Hugging the Lord. Being with brothers. Well, you ain't gotta, damn, I gotta work tomorrow, brothers, I gotta leave. No. It said for the joy that was set before Yahweh Shai. In Hebrews 12 and 2, all these things we speak about, that's the joy that's set before us. But look, it ain't just go come to us just cause. What we got to do, it says, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. Don't worry about the mistakes you might have made, as the old man. Sins you may have committed and you like, damn, I hope the Lord forgive me. Look, don't worry about that. If you really born again, that was him, not you. That was the old man, not you. Or even that, forgetting those things behind as far as you had in the world. Lot wife, she couldn't forget those things which were behind. That's why she looked back. Riches, status, popularity, forget that, man. And move forward to what really matter. And it says, verse 14, I press toward the mark for the prize of, we got to get that blue letter. Got to get that blue letter. Got to go into some of these words. So this is in the blue letter, Philippians 3 and 13. And 14, it says, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Let's get that word press. Diako.
Strong's G 1377. Dioka.
It says to run, to flee, to drive, pursue. This is what we want. It says to seek after eagerly, earnestly, endeavor to acquire. That's your main goal, man. You have a goal at the end. It says figuratively of one who in a race runs swiftly to reach the goal. We run it swiftly to reach the goal, man. That's why it says hasten until the coming of the Lord. But it says I press toward the mark. What's the mark?
Strong's G 4649. Skapas.
It says the distant mark looked at. It says the goal or end one has in view. And look, Jake, he had the goal in view right here. Because how he knew when to dive. He knew what the end was. He knew what the end was, man. So he knew when to let it all on the line. Well, look, the same thing Yahweh Shai said, just as when we see the summer nigh, we see figs growing, plants growing. He said, likewise, also prophecy. When you see these things, know that the end is nigh. Well, look, we seeing them, man. And the more we send them, the harder we should go. Because look, Yahweh Shah also said the day cometh when no man could work. So right now it's the time to put in that effort, to put in that work, man. Matter of fact, we'll end it off on that Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. Right, let's go into that word prize.
Strong's G 1017. Brabayon.
It says the award to the victor in the games. Look, he getting a reward. He get noticed for this. Although this man, the Edomite was right bomb, nobody looking at you. Nobody worried about you. And you know, when a race over, they come interview the winner. No, they ain't worried about him. You didn't take that dive. You didn't get the dramatic victory. You know? But let me finish this and not end it off. I ain't want it to be too long. You know, so I'm gonna read that again. It says, I press toward the mark, right? It says, the prize of the high calling of the Most High, Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, right? As many as be perfect, it says, be thus minded, had the same mind. And if in anything ye be otherwise minded, the Most High shall reveal this even unto you. Right? So again, let's lay it out on the line. I'm going to end it with this. Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, so whatever we do in this world, right? Even at our job, we're supposed to be the best employees at our job. Although we hate being we know the outcome of America. Look, be the best citizen, you know? Brother, you'll watch a video, think brother just hate Edomites, but you see him in public, the brother open the door for a whole group. Edomite, yeah, look, anything. But what's the main thing that we have found in this world? That treasure that was in the field, hidden in the field. We took that. That's what we ain't find it. The Lord revealed it unto us, but this the thing. Now that is in our possession, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave, whether thou goest, man. So look, whatever we get our hands on to do, and again, first and foremost, is truth. This all that matter. This is our occupation. So now that the Lord have hired us to be employees, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do it what thou might. Give it all we got, Akim. Give it all we got. Because look, we ain't gonna get opportunity again. This is the last time. After this race was over, this little Edomite, you couldn't run that again. It was over. You should have dove too, nigga. He didn't dive though. You didn't dive. That's why you didn't win. So look, we want to be those ones to take that extra effort, you know? And it says, why? For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whether thou goest. We don't know when the Lord gonna take our spirit back. You might say, well, I'm gonna do this lesson in a couple of days. I'm gonna read a couple of days. I'm gonna, be charitable on a couple. But look, what if the Lord take your spirit before? Now what? You missed the opportunity to be great. But if you doing these things now, and the Lord take your spirit, guess what? Them works gonna follow you. Them works gonna follow, man. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Just wanted to touch on that, man. I seen that video and it sparked my spirit. We got to press for that. Look, I bet you right here when he was tired, it paid off. It was worth it. It was worth it. He got that gold medal. So look, we striving for that gold crown, man. Look at Jake. Hey, but with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you out there, pushing his word with all truth and sincerity to all you believers out there who believing on the gospel. He keep fighting, keep pushing. And with that, Shalom, look at comment and say he really wanted that W. Anything is possible, man. You see? But hey, Lord willing, it was edifying. Keep fighting, keep pushing. And with that, Shalom.